guys, welcome to the video. This is the install of the Overland Designs Alcantara gauge cluster as well as the hood. I'm simply going to walk you through how to do this. It's very simple, very easy to do. If you check on my last video of my review and kind of the unboxing, be sure to check that out. I'll link it in the top right corner just so you guys, if you are interested in checking that out and seeing the pieces kind of in detail and what I think and everything, be sure to check that out. So I'm going to be installing this piece first, mainly because the hood takes a little bit more work. You got to take more pieces off and everything. This one, I'll show you real quick. Get some light here, but underneath there's two screws. So all you got to do is just unscrew those, and there's a couple clips around the whole piece, and you kind of just pull out, and that will be removed. All right, so pretty simple. Probably gonna get in your way, but there's just two screws up here. Get a small screwdriver, unscrew them. They're just two Phillips, very small screws. Come right out. Same thing on this side. It is a little bit of an awkward angle, so just a matter of getting your hands in there. I don't want to move the steering column because I have it in a good spot right now, so I don't want to move that. I do have, I don't know if you guys can see, I do have my mic for my head unit here, so I'm simply just going to move that out of the way so I don't hit it or anything. You remove those two screws, and a good way to, I guess, initially get the piece out is put your thumbs in the hole and kind of push back on the dash. Then it'll give you the top will release, and then you simply just pull back. So very, very easy. As you can see, I already got this piece out, and I'm simply just going to do this in reverse order with the Overland piece. Let me go over to the workbench and I'll show you the difference, just so you get an idea of what stock looks like, mainly because you can't really see it in there. It's pretty dark. And then yeah, we'll go from there. All right, as you can see, this is the nice Alcantara Overland design piece. Nice stitching, full Alcantara OEM trim, and this is the stock one, which is just, you know, a black scratchy kind of plastic. It's nice, but it's nothing spectacular. The one thing I am noticing is, obviously there's two holes here for the screws, but it's not there. They are here, as you can see, and if you push in one area, you can feel the screw hole. I'm not sure if you screw through there or you just leave them. I'll see how it holds up, or how tight it is when I do install it. I noticed there's no clips on the top here, so I don't know if it's going to hold in or what it's going to do. I might message Jason real quick just to see what he would do in this situation. I might just install it without the screws for now, but if he instructs you to kind of just poke through with the screws, I'll do that. But I want to see what he thinks first before I just, you know, put some screws through Alcantara. All right, so I'm going to install it. I think what I'm going to do is just put it in, put the piece in, and see what I think about the top. I'm not sure. I don't feel good about putting holes through it, so I might just leave it. I'll see how tight it is and if it's actually budging. I might throw some 3M tape or something on there, just to kind of keep it in place, because I like the clean look of no screws. I think it looks much better. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna put some 3M tape on top. The contact points, I guess I'll put it right on top of the screws here. I'll show you in a sec, because this part actually makes contact with the dash here, so it'll be a good connection. And it's pretty tight. It's a pretty tight fitment, so it's not like it's gonna flap around or anything like that. But I guess just for extra reinsurance, and I don't feel like putting the screws through there. So yeah, I'm gonna put some tape on there. I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead, got some two little pieces of double-sided tape. I took the liberty of taking the backing off, because nobody wants to see somebody take backing off of double-sided tape, because it takes forever. So I did that. I went ahead and got that done. Very small. I don't need much. This stuff is really strong, and it kind of just for added reassurance, I guess, to keep it in there. So I'm simply just going to pop it in. I'm going to start with the bottom, put the clips in, and then slide the top, just like how I took it out. So very, very straightforward. So I got the bottom clips in and installed. Super simple. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to put the screws in. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to take that out with the tape in there, which is, I guess, a good thing. In there really securely. Looks really nice. Definitely adds some character there. I know it's very small. I'll show you in a second. I'll get some, I guess, close-ups of what it looks like. All right, guys, so it's installed. Threw some light on there just so you guys get a better look. I'm really happy I didn't have to put the screws in there because I really didn't want to poke through it. I didn't know how it was going to react, or, you know, gonna bundle up or anything like that, so I'm happy I didn't do it. But turned out really nice. Has a nice look to it. It kind of, you know, just adds a little bit of luxury to an otherwise pretty standard and boring interior. The red stitching, obviously, like I said before, matches really well. The interior on the steering wheel here, on the shift boot, as well as the e-brake boot, and I'm going to be installing that as well, which is going to match perfectly as well. So it's all going to tie in. I think this is a better choice, and yeah, add some character to the interior, and really happy with it. It fits perfectly. Obviously, it's OEM, so yeah, let's get to installing that piece. All right, so next up, I'm going to be putting the Alcantara hood on here. I already did a kind of how to remove this whole entire piece in my video with the 2018 Plus MFD. So I don't think I'm going to show you, you know, it's not going to be a DIY showing you exactly how I did it, just like that one. I'm going to do it off camera, bring it on the workbench and show you how to change it over. And then I guess I might show you just quickly putting everything back in. But yeah, so if you guys are curious of how to remove this, go check out that video. Like I said, I'm going to have it in the top right corner up here. And you guys can check that out if you're interested. Okay, so this is a familiar sight. I just had this thing out of the car maybe a couple weeks ago, but this is the stock hood, I guess. You know, it's the same kind of plasticky, scratchy kind of stuff. It's a little smoother, has I guess a nicer finish because I guess you can see it, you know, a little bit better than that piece. And this is the Overland design one, so it has some nice red stitching, nice and even. Obviously Alcantara is very soft. You can hear the difference, not that it really matters, but so what I'm actually doing, as you can see, I'll flip these two pieces over. There's actually 2 screws which holds the MFD in, and there's also a couple clips. So this is, I believe, a whole bracket that I'm going to remove and kind of transfer over to this piece. So let me get this piece off and I'll explain just how to do it, because I don't want to break anything. So I'll show you in 1 second. Before I go ahead and transfer this over, I just want to show you the clips that you got to remove. So you got to push them out and then this whole bracket will come out. I did notice on the Overland one that this clip is broken. It's not a big deal, obviously, because it's held down pretty tightly. And you know, the bracket, right, these little clips here is what holds it to the dash, so it's not a really big deal. I might just throw some 3M tape there, double-sided tape, just to kind of make sure it's secure. But all the other clips look to be like they're there. There's here, and that corner as well. So there's also 2 clips here, which are both there as well. But those are the little pins you just gotta pull to the side and kind of pry it out. Hopefully I don't break any of these because obviously they seem to be a little fragile, but I'm not really concerned about that. But I figured I would point that out before I install it, just because it's something I noticed. Okay, so success. I removed everything. You literally, as I said, the little pins that are in these holes here, you just push them to the side and they pop right out. Fortunately, none of them broke, so whoever gets this piece, because what Jason does is you can either keep these or you can do a core exchange. So I'm doing a core exchange. I'm sending him my stock pieces so he can use them for somebody else. So whoever gets this one, you're getting a good piece. No broken tabs. Whoever broke this one, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But this is the bracket that you're going to be transferring over. Very straightforward. So before, I was about to put it on, but I decided to throw a little piece of 3M tape right there. I don't know if it's really gonna do much, but just knowing it's there is, you know, I guess sitting better with me. It'll make me sleep better at night, knowing I just, you know, at least have something there to see if it's gonna hold on. Like I said, it's not going to really, I guarantee I won't even notice if I didn't put anything there. But hey, whatever, I'm just doing it just in case. So this is the bracket that I took off the stock one. I'm simply just going to transfer it onto the Overland design one. So you just line up the little clips, push them in, and bam. So that does appear to be doing something, which is nice. Oh wait, I noticed there's a lip here. So it looks like that needs to go in first. So let me pop this back out and do that, put that lip in first. All right, so I popped that out real quick. I ended up moving the tape into the corner a little bit more because I feel like it's gonna grab in the corner a little bit better as opposed to right here, because it's kind of a divot and there's a space and it doesn't really touch. But the reason why I took it off is because there's actually a little lip right here that you need to tuck in here first. So kind of hard doing this one-handed, but so yeah, just tuck it in like that. So there's no, that lip isn't sticking out. And then you can pop all the clips back in. There we go. That's definitely holding now, so I feel better about that. But yeah, all the clips are pushed in. Let's check. Pushed in. Pushed in. So yeah, cool. Obviously that one's missing, like I said earlier, but it has some tape there, so it's on well. All I have to do is actually transfer the MFD onto here again, which is very simple. It's just screwing these in. I guess I'll do it on camera for you guys. But it just pops right in that spot. There's only one way it can go. 2 screws right here. I don't know if I can screw this in one-handed. I might have to do that off camera, but you guys get the idea. Literally just transferring everything over. And I'll show you kind of what the final look looks like before I put it back in the car, and obviously what it looks like after I put it in the car. And then we'll wrap up this video. And voila, we're done. Very simple, just a couple screws, popping things out, a couple of clips and everything. But as you can see, everything's installed. Obviously it is OEM, so everything went back exactly how it should. I'm going to go pop it back in the car, but I figure I would get some shots of it out of the car because it's a little bit easier to see. Unfortunately, I didn't get any pictures of the Alcantara, or the Alcantara gauge cluster outside the car. I was just kind of excited to put it in the car, so I didn't really get a chance. I mean, I probably could just pop it right back out. But yeah, got this installed. Looks really good. I'm really happy with it. Nice and soft. Really nice. It's not going to have any glare on the windshield, so that's definitely a plus. And kind of crazy how much money just in this alone, how much money is in here. It's kind of depressing, but hey, we do it for the fun. I enjoy doing this stuff, so hey, whatever. Let's get to putting this back in the car and I'll show you the finished product. All right guys, so install done. Really happy with it. Looks really nice. Kind of adds some character to the dash, otherwise it just was black. I mean, obviously it still was black, but it has a little bit of a texture. Has a nice red stitching there. Everything went back perfectly, just like OEM. Looks really good. I'm really happy with it. Like I said, there's no glare on the windshield, so that's really nice. Obviously something I'm gonna have to take care of, just like the Alcantara wheel and the boots and everything. But that's normal, and I'm okay with that because I know and I prefer Alcantara. This is a little bit, I guess, harder to see because it's in the dark, but I showed you earlier the trim around here, which is really nice. My old WRX, the one thing I did really like about that one over this one was that it was the actual whole hood. So this is just like the gauge cluster trim inside. The WRX went all the way, like basically this entire piece. This whole piece came out. So I had Alcantara up here, which was really, I like that a lot because you were able to see it from the outside. This is a little bit more discreet, which I don't mind. I think it still looks good. But I did like the WRX better because, you know, this is attached to the dash, so you can't obviously do that. I mean, I could wrap the whole entire dash Alcantara, but not doing that. So yeah, again, I'm just gonna wrap up this video. Really happy with everything. I don't want to be too repetitive. I know I talk a lot and kind of ramble, so I'm trying not to do that in future videos, but be sure to hit up Jason from Overland Designs. His website's overlanddesigns.com. I'll link it below. Again, he does a lot of different brands, Hondas, Subarus, pretty much anything that you can ask him about. I know he does visors and stuff. He does the whole entire, everything in the car basically. You can do anything Alcantara, anything leather. Really nice. I was thinking about doing this whole thing Alcantara as well, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. I might just keep it this, you know, the stock. This is the OEM Alcantara armrest here, and it matches perfectly because it's the same stuff. So everything is all tied in. Really happy. I don't think I'm going to be doing much more in here. I'm not looking to go crazy. I want to keep it simple and everything. So that's pretty much it. Maybe one day I'll do something more like seats or something. I'm still up in the air about doing that. I'm not sure. This is a daily driver. I'm not trying to go crazy and make it, you know, full on race car or anything, but maybe one day. I would hate to lose the heated seat option and obviously the airbag. So that's kind of the only reason why I'm not jumping up and down to do that right away. But otherwise, the interior I'm pretty satisfied with. It's a nice place to be. It's nothing crazy, but it suits what I need at this point in my life, and I'm really happy with it. So again, huge thanks to Jason and Overland Designs. If you guys have any questions about it, be sure to ask him below. I'll be happy to answer. Be sure to hit up Jason. He's a really great guy. He'll give you great prices, and obviously you get top quality stuff. So if you haven't, be sure to like the video. If you're a newcomer and this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, be sure to subscribe. I'm trying to put out as many videos as possible about this car, about modding it, owning it, and just kind of, you know, sharing my experience with this car. I'm really enjoying it. You guys seem to be enjoying the videos I'm putting out. So I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do X amount of videos per week, because sometimes I just don't have the content or simply just don't have the time. So I'm only gonna put out stuff that I think is worthy and that people are interested in. I'm not gonna start vlogging or doing anything like that just to get a video up out there. I wanna make sure I'm putting quality stuff out there and making sure it's, you know, sharing my knowledge and helping people. I'm not going to just, you know, share me going to the gas station. Oh wait, I've already done that. But no. But seriously, I really just want to put up videos that are going to help people and not just kind of waste people's time and anything like that. I'm trying to keep it simple and just kind of share my experience with the car. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And like I said, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.